Today, we're diving into a very timely topic: mindset shifts for a purposeful new year. So let me ask you this. Are you starting this year with a clear sense of where you're headed, or are you simply hoping this year will somehow be better than the last? If you've been in the latter camp, don't worry. We've all been there, but today, I want to share how you can transform hope into action through intentional mindset shifts and strategies that will set a tone for a truly fulfilling year ahead. Now, grab your favorite beverage of choice, settle in, and let's start building a roadmap for your best year yet. A new year symbolizes a fresh start, an opportunity to recalibrate, refocus, and realign. Yet, we all know the drill. We set lofty resolutions only to watch them fizzle out by February. Why does that happen? More often than not, the issue isn't a lack of willpower, it's a lack of clarity and structure. So in this episode, we'll explore key strategies to help you set transformative goals, stay accountable, and nurture a mindset that fuels long-term success. By the end of our time together, you'll walk away with actionable tips to make your 2025 your most impactful year yet. Let's begin with setting clear and specific goals. You've heard this advice before, but let me break it down. Too often, we create vague resolutions like, I want to get healthier, or I want to grow in my career. The problem? These goals lack direction. Instead, write your goals with precision. If your aim is to get healthier, specify what that looks like. Losing 10 pounds, running a 5K, or cooking 3 home meals a week. Better yet, use the SMART framework: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-bound. For instance, I'll walk 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, for the next 3 months. Once you've done that, break these goals into smaller, manageable chunks. Why? Small wins create momentum, and momentum leads to transformation. It's vital to align goals with your values and priorities. Ask yourself, what truly matters to you? Is it advancing your career, strengthening your relationships, or deepening your spiritual growth? When your goals resonate with your core values, they don't feel like chores. They feel like stepping stones to a more meaningful life. Remember, this is your year. Focus on what fulfills you, not what Instagram tells you should matter. A purposeful year also requires building accountability. What do I mean by that? Well, don't keep your goals tucked away in a journal where no one will see them. Share them with someone you trust, a friend, a partner, or a coach. Let your accountability partner check in on your progress. And yes, that might mean hearing some tough love when you're slipping. But trust me, it's well worth it. When you know someone's tracking your efforts, you're more likely to stay on track. Now, let's talk about what happens when life throws you a curveball. This is where mindfulness and presence come in. How often do we get so caught up in the future outcomes that we neglect the present moment? Start your day with 5 minutes of intentional quiet. Reflect and focus. This simple practice anchors your mindset and helps you start each and every day with clarity. And when the inevitable stress hits, return to mindfulness, reminding yourself that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Another game changer is to develop a consistent routine. Think of your routine as the scaffolding that supports your goals. Are you dedicating time daily to what truly matters? Perhaps it's replacing 30 minutes of scrolling through social media with 30 minutes of exercise or journaling. Creating a morning routine that nurtures your body and mind sets the tone for the rest of your day. Optimize these newfound habits to align with your long-term objectives. I also want to emphasize the importance of celebrating small wins and practicing self-compassion. Too often, we are our harshest critics. And we spoke about that in our last episode. In this case, we tend to focus on what's left to achieve rather than recognizing how far we've already come. When you hit a small milestone, celebrate it. Maybe treat yourself to a nice dinner or take an afternoon off to recharge. And when you do slip up, and you will, be kind to yourself. Progress isn't a straight line. It's a journey with its ups and downs. Visualization is another powerful tool for staying motivated. Start each day by visualizing success. Picture yourself achieving your goals. What will your life look and feel like? This mental rehearsal strengthens your belief in what's possible and keeps your eyes on the prize. Equally important is learning how to set boundaries and manage your time effectively. Protect the time you've committed to your goals. Maybe that means saying no to certain social events or delegating tasks. Time is your most valuable resource. Spend it wisely. And don't forget to take breaks when you need them. Rest is not a luxury. It's fuel for your next journey. Lastly, let's talk about seeking support and focusing on habit formation. If you find yourself struggling with setting or executing your goals, don't hesitate to reach out to a mentor, a coach, or a therapist. No one achieves lasting change alone, and having the right support can make all the difference. Focus on forming habits over time. They're like building blocks of success. For example, instead of overhauling your diet completely, start with one small change, like swapping out soda for water. As these actions become automatic, they'll work together to create meaningful change. Before I wrap up, I want to invite you to consider incorporating spiritual growth into your new year. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or activities that align with your values, nurturing your spiritual self can bring clarity, peace, and purpose to your goals. Now, before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What's one goal you're working towards in 2025, and which of these strategies resonates most with you? Drop me a note at ask@soundobjectivity.com or leave a comment on Instagram @soundobjectivity. Let's keep the conversation going on Facebook too. You can find my resources mentioned in today's episode on my blog at www.soundob.com. Let's recap. Start by setting clear, specific goals, align them with your values, and build accountability into your journey. Stay present, celebrate progress, and do not hesitate to seek the support you need. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about purpose. A purposeful year starts with a purposeful mindset. So here is to your best year yet. Thank you for joining in. You've been listening to Mindset Shifts for a Purposeful New Year. My name is David Campagna, and this is the Sound Objectivity Podcast. Until next time.